It has been a long, arduous road for the 12 teams in Israel's top basketball division. But finally, the Israeli Winter League champion has been named. Among the clubs vying for the championship is Maccabi Haifa, an American-owned team that over the last 10 years has built an identity not only in Israel, but around the world. It has been 3 years since Maccabi Haifa's magical run to win the Israeli championship. Once again, they find themselves on a path to the title as the franchise looks to stamp their place among Israel's premier clubs. After retooling in the summer, Maccabi Haifa entered this season appearing to be the franchise's best roster yet. Although they struggled early, the team quickly started to blend and picked up their play, finishing the regular season in third place. Defense was their MO. They immediately established themselves as the league's best on that side of the ball. Gregory Vargas, John DiBartolomeo, and Rene Rougeau were each among the league's top 10 in steals per game, and the team led the league in that category. The 3-seed Maccabi Haifa would face a tough challenge against number 6 Rishon LeZion, a team that had defeated them 2 out of 3 games this season.
Thinking about it, they got some stuff that other teams don't have. They got a guy at the 5 that passes the ball, top-level ability. They got a scoring point guard that is super fast. And I think that if we find a way to deal with these 2 guys, we will find a way to win.
With home court advantage in the best-of-5 series, Haifa hoped it would come out on top. The Greens were down throughout the first quarter as they struggled to get into an offensive rhythm. After trailing early in the second quarter, the Greens finally responded with a 10-4 run to claim their first lead of the game. Mark Lyons continued to lead Rishon's attack into the second half. He would tally 23 total for the game. Rishon held a firm lead well into the fourth quarter. Down 62-50, Maccabi Haifa would go on a 14-2 run. Will Graves was a shining beacon for Haifa in this game, totaling 20 points. After he hit a three-pointer, Gregory Vargas would tie the game at 64 with less than 3 minutes to go. But Lyons would answer again with 2 more huge three-pointers. He would finish the game 5 of 6 from the arc. Haifa would have a couple of chances to tie in the final seconds. However, some missed free throws proved costly, and they fell just short. Final score, 71-69. The pressure was now on Haifa to win on the road and even the series in Game 2. Once again, the Greens defense had no answer for Mark Lyons, who totaled 19 points. However, Sean Dawson did the most damage for Rishon LeZion with 21 points. As the whole team shot nearly 60% from the field, the orange and white would close the game on a 19-4 run and put Haifa in an 0-2 hole in the series. With their backs against the wall and facing elimination, Haifa started off strong in Game 3. Three-pointers by Vargas, Graves, and John DiBartolomeo helped build a 29-23 first-quarter lead. In the second quarter, Leroy Hickerson would score 5 of his total 15 points in 18 minutes off the bench. The Greens finished the first half with a 17-point lead. The Greens never looked back and went on to win 83-66. Game 4 back on the road in Rishon. Haifa hoped to keep their momentum going and force a Game 5. Rishon would have a 5-point lead at the half. But in the third quarter, the Greens went on a 12-0 run to take a 41-34 advantage. The home team would manage to cut the lead to 2 with under 5 minutes in regulation. But a forced turnover and a Will Graves 3 would put the game out of reach. The series was headed back to Haifa for a decisive 5th game. Maccabi Haifa now had all the momentum in the series as they looked to win a 3rd consecutive game. However, the visitors raced out quickly to take a 14-3 lead. The Greens had a run of their own to cut the lead back to 2, but once again, Rochon would go on a streak and take a double-digit lead into the second quarter. In the second half, the Greens completely shifted the momentum of the game with a 12-0 run to knot the game at 42. They had a 4-point lead, but Rochon seemed unscathed. As Daryl Monroe continuously attacked Haifa on the inside, he would have a monster game and lead all scorers with 27 points. Haifa had to answer a few Rochon three-pointers to keep the margin to 3, but again could not contain Monroe defensively in the paint. The Greens were unable to cut down Rochon's growing lead down the stretch and would ultimately fall 70-60. Rochon Lizione capped off their magical run, consecutively defeating the league's top 3 teams and earned their first ever Winter League title.
It was a really good season. Our goal was to be second, third, or fourth. We achieved third place. We hit the high end of the expectation during the regular season. The team that beat us went on to win the Israeli championship. So Maccabi Haifa put up a pretty good fight against the team that was the ultimate Israeli champion.
Show off your support for some of the biggest clubs on the planet with the Soccer Ball Duffel Bag, a one-of-a-kind duffel bag that folds neatly into a soccer ball. It looks great and it's fully functional. Conveniently carry all of your gear while sporting your club's official team logo and colors. When you're ready to play, the bag compacts neatly into a soccer ball. Just fold, zip, and have a ball with any of 5 officially logoed team bags. The Soccer Ball Duffel Bag. Pick your favorite team now at MaccabiArt.com.
Rambam Healthcare Campus is the largest hospital in northern Israel. Since the War of Independence, Rambam has been providing the first line of treatment for those wounded in action on Israel's northern border. The Second Lebanon War set a new task before us: protection and care of sick and wounded on the home front. Following Hezbollah's rocket attacks on Haifa, Rambam built the Sami Ofer Fortified Underground Emergency Hospital, the largest facility of its kind in the world. Rambam's vision aims at setting new standards for the medicine of tomorrow via a modern children's hospital, an oncology center, a cardiovascular hospital, and a biomedical discovery tower for developing the medical innovations of the future. Partner with us and make a difference.
Crazy Cooking Cotton Candy Maker. Introducing the Crazy Cooking Cotton Candy Maker, the real machine that makes real cotton candy real fast. Make the biggest cotton candy and fabulous flavors right in your home. Crazy Cooking. The Cotton Candy Maker. Sugar sold separately from Crazy Art.
Pack some fun into lunch with your Soccer Ball lunch bag. There's 5 different insulated lunch bags, each with the official logo of your favorite team. After lunch, the bag compacts neatly into a soccer ball. Just fold, zip, and have a ball with any of 5 officially logoed team bags. Pick your favorite from 5 of the biggest clubs on the planet. Have a ball at lunch with your Soccer Ball lunch bag. For Haifa's players, the season's conclusion brings to an end the day-to-day friendships and camaraderies formed by teammates throughout the year. For many, it's a time to reflect on their time spent in Israel, on and off the court.
How you liking it out here so far?
I like it. It was everything everybody said it was.
Yeah.
You know, all the other Americans that I talked to, they said that they loved it out here, you know, for a good reason.
I came 10 years ago, but my mother's actually taken me here quite a bit. So I knew something about the country. I still, to this day, think the country is as beautiful as I did the first time around. The food here is great. I think the weather here is even better, and then I think there's some great people here. Like over the years, I've definitely, you know, made relations that's gonna stick for life.
I was expecting, of course, a great team who was just in the championship the last 2 years. I knew I was in a good position, you know, and Israel is a great league for longevity as well. So I definitely would love to play here the rest of my career if I can.
Honestly, this is the most professional team I've played with. Organization, everything, from how everything works off the court and how everything works on the court. Even down to Edo and the people in the office. It's a different vibe. Like, everything is business, but you still have like a good relationship with them, and they're good people, and you get paid on time, and different good things like that. I really like it, and it's very professional.
While many players would love to continue their playing career in Israel, basketball is a business and change is constant. Rosters often undergo between 80 and 100% turnover each season, and consistency can be hard to come by. Next season will likely see many new faces, and an integral addition has already been added to next year's staff. Former assistant coach Ofer Rahimi has been named head coach in place of Rami Hadar for the 2016-17 season.
Came to Miami. I didn't know if it's for the assistant coach or the head coach position. Jeff was frank with me. We started the meeting by asking me if I want the job. I agreed, and it was natural from there.
What impressed me is that he was ready. For a lot of times when I've talked to Ofer about this, he wasn't ready. It was impressive to me that this was his moment. He's a 40-year-old man, and this was the moment. Take the keys to the car, get in, turn on that engine, and drive it.
I was excited. I know the responsibility in this job. I know this is a tough one. In Israel, it's a very hard position. Let's face the facts. It's not a regular club. I know the goals. With God's help, I believe that I will continue the tradition and make Haifa the playoff team and a successful playoff team.
With the guys that are coming back, they already know coach from being assistant coach last year, and they love his style. Every player that I approach to bring back, the first thing that they say is, "We love Coach Ofer."
My friends, my colleagues know that I came from the bottom. I coach in the 5th division in Israel. And I step out slowly to the 4th, 3rd, 2nd division, a lot of years. Jeff knew me from the 2nd division. I was the head coach of the farm team of Maccabi Haifa. The assistant coach for many years. I think that I really, step by step, made it to this position. I hope it will help me.
As Coach Ofer readies for an off-season of rebuilding, former head coach Rami Hadar looks to continue his coaching career elsewhere in the league. After a successful 2 years with Maccabi Haifa, he leaves the teams on good terms and is gracious for the platform which propelled him to the very top of the Israeli coaching class.
In every process, there are ups and downs, but in general, it was climbing. I think that as an organization, we showed that it can be done differently in a very high level. For me, from the personal point of view, working with Jeff, although not always easy, was a great experience. I really think that one of the best things that I will take from Maccabi Haifa when I will go will be that I got the privilege to get to know Jeff. He's a very special and smart guy.
Pack some fun into lunch with your soccer ball lunch bag. There's 5 different insulated lunch bags, each with the official logo of your favorite team. Pick your favorite from 5 of the biggest clubs on the planet. After lunch, the bag compacts neatly into a soccer ball. Just fold, zip, and have a ball with any of 5 officially logoed team bags. Have a ball at lunch with your soccer ball lunch bag.
It's time to light up the power. Light it up, Light Bricks. Fly into the world of Light Bricks adventure. Light it up with amazing bricks you click to build the rescue copter. Light up the night. Light Bricks get lit when you connect them. Build the Light Up Fire Station with super bright LED lights. The Light Up Police Station shines a light on danger. Light Bricks. Vehicles and playsets sold separately.
Haifa Hoops for Kids, a joint initiative of Maccabi Haifa Basketball and United Jewish Communities of Metro West, offers the North American community the chance to send underprivileged and special needs children to a night of fun at a Maccabi Haifa game. Haifa Hoops for Kids is a great way to give back to the Israeli community. Help bring a smile to the face of a child who would otherwise not be able to afford a professional basketball game. Make a difference in a child's life. Become a donor. Reach out and help a child in Israel.
Show off your support for some of the biggest clubs on the planet with the Soccer Ball Duffel Bag, a one-of-a-kind duffel bag that folds neatly into a soccer ball. It looks great and it's fully functional. Conveniently carry all of your gear while sporting your club's official team logo and colors. When you're ready to play, the bag compacts neatly into a soccer ball. Just fold, zip, and have a ball with any of 5 officially logoed team bags. The Soccer Ball Duffel Bag. Pick your favorite team now at MaccabiArt.com. The life of an international basketball player is far different from a player in the NBA. For Americans, players who aren't sought out in the NBA draft must face a tough task of pursuing a career internationally or abandoning their dreams altogether.
The struggle is real. You know, of course, I'm sitting here in front of you, but 6 years, 7 years ago, right out of college, I didn't have a job. I know a lot of people back home still to this day, you know, wishing for that opportunity or might have got just a little taste, you know, whereas this is my 6th year, hopefully it's number 7 next year. It's a lot easier for someone who's a 5-star who played in the NBA, you know, he's going to be able to go wherever he wants to at the end of the day, whereas someone who's not really well known as myself, we just basically get the scraps. So at the end of the day, I'm thankful, you know. I mean, I'd much rather be playing basketball here in Israel than working a 9-to-5 back home, you know, just wishing I could be doing what I love to do at the end of the day.
International basketball is like the Wild West. While there are many fiscally solid teams, there are others that operate by their own rules.
I've just been fortunate enough in my career to play for good organizations where they took care of me and I didn't have no worries and, you know, things like that. You know, God blessed me with that, but I know people that have horror stories from Latin America, you know what I mean? That not getting paid, then you never get paid. Like, it's not like they're suing through FIBA and getting the money later. They're just hoping that they get it and it never comes around. So, yeah, I just been fortunate. I can't complain. God bless me with that.
After an MVP caliber season with Maccabi Haifa, point guard Gregory Vargas will be up for a big payday. Vargas was named this season's Defensive Player of the Year and was an integral part of Haifa's regular season success. Haifa's front office must decide whether keeping their star is something they can afford.
So, Coach, you know, we're convening today to go over all these players, and my biggest concern is the best player on the team. We're talking about Gregory Vargas, and he's an absolute star. They love him in Haifa, a terrific guy. The problem we're having is his agent's looking for tons of money, and I'm concerned.
Absolutely. He was a leader as well. And I can understand that he wants to make the big money. You know, he's not young.
I think we should be trying to get some cap because I really want to keep this guy on the team.
How flexible can we be? How flexible will Vargas and his agent be? He came with his wife. They seem to love Haifa. I mean, will that play a big role? I know he loves our management. He told me he loves the coaches and the coaching staff.
Because of their reputation and credibility and being a very, very solid organization, the negotiation with the agents, I don't say it's easier, but they believe in what we sell. The players that they bring to our organization will follow the step and they will make more money down the road.
What are the other options? Who else can play this position? Who do we have in our inventory to come up?
I've been watching a guy that I like very much. He has been winning championship in Latin America for the last 2 years. His name is Alex Perez Kaufman. He's a young guy, completely under the radar. 23 years old, he controls the tempo, he's a leader, he's a coach on the floor. I will say that he might be the next franchise player.
We don't have the biggest budget, but we need the best bang for our buck. What horse is climbing? What player is advancing? Which player is maybe being paid less that we could raise that could have their best ball ahead of us?
We were talking this season about Walade Aminu.
What team? Is that a lot?
He played a lot.
Yes. Is that the shot blocking guy?
Yes.
Here is the profile.
Something about, is this the guy who has an NBA brother or something?
Yes. I hope that I will succeed to bring my philosophy, but I need to get my roster done first. Especially if I have like a go-to guy center, which I want.
Where's the brother play?
In Portland.
His profile, the Eurobasket.
6'11", 14, almost 15 a game, 7 rebounds, pretty solid.
This guy is offensive rebound monster.
Amino could be a very serious candidate. And it's a big upgrade to come from Eilat to Haifa, so I think this could be a big moment for him and us as well. We're in the third biggest city in Israel, but we pride ourselves on being an outstanding sports program in Haifa, and we're proud of it. We're usually a winning team. We're usually a playoff team. Our community appreciates us. Our fans come to the game, and we've got a nice product in a tough sport. Guys, let me go to the two. We're bringing back JD. This kid turned out to be a fan favorite in Haifa and in Israel. What a season.
A great player.
I mean, in the playoffs, we came back with Rishon. It was Graves and JD that led Haifa back. What spirit this
Amazing
guy's got.
Defender. Amazing defender.
He's not the tallest guy, but he plays like he's 7 feet. So fortunately, we got JD coming back under contract, and that's great stuff. Just jumping, fellas, to the 4. I'm proud, and as you guys are, that Graves is coming back for a 3rd season. Will had a tremendous playoff. I was so impressed. Explain to me, how did you finally push Will Graves to go to the lane and not hide on the 3 line? It was such a difference for our team.
The fact that we played small ball and he played the 5, it was easier for him. Why? Because he got the center on the other end. The Israeli league is different. On offense, it's not like a one-position game. You know, he needs to be at least able to play in 2 positions. They must be versatile, flexible to move from positions.
This was a big surprise to me that, Will turned out to give us some critical minutes at the 5. But here's my question. Do you see Coach this season using Will more and more at the 5?
I believe we will, because this is Israel. After all, we play small ball. We don't have many centers, as you know. And for us, it will be probably Oz Blazer and him.
What else can we get out of Blazer this season? I mean, here's a kid, one of the best Israeli talents. He's a good shooter. When he's on, he can carry the team, and then sometimes he just goes off. So is it his age, guys, or what do we need to do to bring him to a higher level?
I think Coach's challenge this year is find the right spot for him where he can find his comfort zone and he will be more productive. We try to plan to build the team and help the coach to be successful based off his personality and what we can find around the world with a player's personality, because they're gonna be married for 9 months. So you have to make sure that that marriage works.
Guys, we have a good starting lineup of players. Matt, we're gonna have to punch the numbers. It looks to me like it's gonna go a little north of our projected budget, but I'll see what I can do on our end. And guys, let's work on this later. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
Show off your support for some of the biggest clubs on the planet with the Soccer Ball Duffel Bag, a one-of-a-kind duffel bag that folds neatly into a soccer ball. It looks great and it's fully functional. Conveniently carry all of your gear while sporting your club's official team logo and colors. When you're ready to play, the bag compacts neatly into a soccer ball. Just fold, zip, and have a ball with any of 5 officially logoed team bags. The Soccer Ball Duffel Bag. Pick your favorite team now at MaccabiArt.com.
Rambam Healthcare Campus is the largest hospital in northern Israel. Since the War of Independence, Rambam has been providing the first line of treatment for those wounded in action on Israel's northern border. The Second Lebanon War set a new task before us: protection and care of sick and wounded on the home front. Following Hezbollah's rocket attacks on Haifa, Rambam built the Sami Ofer Fortified Underground Emergency Hospital, the largest facility of its kind in the world. Rambam's vision aims at setting new standards for the medicine of tomorrow via a modern children's hospital, an oncology center, a cardiovascular hospital, and a biomedical discovery tower for developing the medical innovations of the future. Partner with us and make a difference.
Crazy Cooking Cotton Candy Maker. Introducing the Crazy Cooking Cotton Candy Maker, the real machine that makes real cotton candy real fast. Make the biggest cotton candy and fabulous flavors right in your home. Crazy Cooking. The Cotton Candy Maker. Sugar sold separately from Crazy Art.
Pack some fun into lunch with your Soccer Ball lunch bag. There's 5 different insulated lunch bags, each with the official logo of your favorite team. After lunch, the bag compacts neatly into a soccer ball. Just fold, zip, and have a ball with any of 5 officially logoed team bags. Pick your favorite from 5 of the biggest clubs on the planet. Have a ball at lunch with your Soccer Ball lunch bag. Although Maccabi Haifa was disappointed by a first-round loss in the playoffs, team owner Jeff Rosen can look back on his time with the team and feel nothing but a sense of joy and accomplishment.
When I first bought Maccabi Haifa, I wasn't sure what was going to happen.
It's good to be here. Hello, Haifa. Hello, press. We are grateful for the support that everyone brings here.
You know, next year's our 10th anniversary. It's hard for me to believe that 10 years ago we started this experiment in Haifa, Israel, owning a basketball team and not coming from a basketball background. I'm a toy guy. There were times when we were not in Haifa, when they were renovating the arena, and we had 2 bad years when we went to Nesher, which is a small city next to Haifa, and we had a chance of going down. We finished in nearly last place, but we didn't doubt. We knew we had a bad year. In sports, you can't win every year, and you have good years and bad years. We were down on the ropes, but what does a good fighter do when you're on the ropes? You get up, you dust yourself off, you put your fists back up, and you fight the next round. And of course, our history is famous for a team that was nearly in last. The next year, we won the Israeli championship.
Last 3 seconds of the game, 2, 1, 0.
People have told us the way things are done in Israel, and it has always been a challenge, the way things are done, you know, in the basketball operations. Folks do things the way they do it, and it's not the same as we do in Miami or New York. There's always what I call a wrestling match between doing it the Israeli way and maybe doing it the American way, and the success is when you can bridge the two. I've learned how to be an owner, and we've learned how to build an organization and build a winning tradition. And over the last 10 years, yes, we've got championships, we've been to finals, we've been to playoffs, we have a winning record, and we bought loads of great players. But the most important thing for me in the last 10 years is Maccabi Haifa as a basketball team is on the world map. People think about Israel, they'll say Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, and Haifa. And I'm so proud that we have our own identity, not only in Israel, but outside of Israel as well, in the United States and elsewhere. And to me, that's been the 10-year voyage and the 10-year accomplishment.
After another off-season in the books, Jeff Rosen and his staff head into the off-season with a firm grasp of what must be done to bring another championship to the city of Haifa. Maccabi Haifa can only hope that the future will bring another successful decade of basketball.